The Miami Hurricanes welcomed a laundry list of recruits to the Miami, Florida game last weekend. We want to talk about that right here because the list is nothing short of ridiculous. When you consider the magnitude of the game, at the same time, they had, from what I was told, over 100 recruits at the Miami, Florida game. That is a lot of dudes. I've covered. I mean, obviously, I'm back in covering Miami and doing the podcast Hurricanes Unfiltered, but I covered the Miami Hurricanes for over a decade. First with Canes Time and InsideTheU.com, the site I helped co-found with Chris Stock and David Lake. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to Gabby Uratia as well, because he is the person that wrote up this story that I'm going to be talking about over Inside the U. If you haven't subscribed there, I'm sure you've been there before. You need to go check it out. You need to subscribe to their channel, to their page, to their Instagram page, to their YouTube channel, to their website. Do it all. Subscribe to them, man. They're the best. But man, oh man, I don't remember there being 100+ recruits to any game I ever covered in the Orange Bowl or at the Hard Rock, ever. And I started covering Miami after the 2001 season. I didn't have the pleasure and the blessing of covering them while they were national champions or even the year after. But it was about 2002, about 2003, 2004, around there when I got into covering the Miami Hurricanes with Canes Time with Chris and David. Hell, David was in college still. And or he had just graduated. He was either in college or he had just graduated. But then we started Inside the U like in 2007. And I don't remember ever seeing 100+ recruits at a football game. Ever. And '08 was the number one recruiting class in the country at the time, if people remember. That was the class that featured all these monsters out of Northwestern, Booker T. Washington. I mean, it was a laundry list. But what they had this past weekend, just that wide receiver, ridiculous, man. And I'm gonna tell you about these guys. If you don't know about them, I'm gonna let you know who they are. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. Appreciate y'all continued support of the channel. Yo, and as I mentioned, I'm gonna start mentioning this on all the Hurricane videos right now because starting Monday night, we're gonna be doing a live Hurricanes, live Hurricanes Unfiltered and college football show on Monday night, starting either 8 or 9. It really depends. I have a young baby, so he's finicky. We'll see what time it starts at. Let's talk about it. So let's go down this list of players that they had because they had 11 of the top 21 wide receivers, not players. 11 of the top 21 wide receivers in the country from the 2027 class. I mean, we're already in 2026, 25, 26 class. So, you're going to have most of that class already done by December. And I got to get more active in that and learn more about it because I am not completely in the loop of the recruiting as I was way back when. It's totally different on top of that. I'm a little bit older and keeping up with that stuff it is slightly difficult, just being real. But 2027, 11 of the top 21 wide receivers in the nation were in the building on Saturday night, I guess, for the Miami, Florida game. I mean, they got to experience everything that Miami has to offer. Rain, wet, hot, humidity, and thankfully, a packed house that was loud and ripping. We don't have a ceiling, we don't have a dome, but blowing the darn partial roof off of the building because it was a loud and active place on Saturday night. And of course, most importantly, they got to see a 26-7 win by the Miami Hurricanes in that game. because that stuff matters. That stuff matters. I'd be curious to know how many high school football players decide not to go somewhere because the team that they went to visit lost that game that they were there to visit them for. So I'm curious because when you lose it, kind of takes away from the vibe that you have when you're down there, and when you win, when they win, you got all these recruits in the building. It hits something, man. It hits something. So yo, seriously here. They had in the building, like I said, 11 of the top 21s, including the number one recruit at wide receiver. He's number 6 overall. And I'm using the composite ranking of 24/7. So that's what I'm using. I'm using the composite ranking because that's the ranking that includes all of the different rankings, I believe, and puts a composite score on these guys. Jan, what's his name? I can't even read. I can't read my own damn handwriting. What the hell's wrong with me? What the hell? Jameer Brown. Sorry, Jameer Brown out of Dayton, Ohio. He's the number one receiver in 2027. He's a commit to Ohio State. Says he's a hard commit. According to 247 inside the U, but 247 because that's the 247 ranking. It says he's a hard commit to Ohio State. If you're a hard commit, why are you visiting other places? I'm sorry. You don't visit other places if you're a hard commit. There's something to be said for that word hard commit, that you're loyal to what you've decided. And I tell you this, I read some stuff from Ohio State websites. They're nervous. They are absolutely nervous that they could lose this 5-star recruit to Miami. I mean, heck, Ohio State took Jeremiah Smith from South Florida. It serves well for Miami to go get the baddest boy in Ohio. I think that would be freaking hilarious. I hope it happens, in fact, just because it's Ohio State, because I hate Ohio State. Hey, I have a question for people because I had a debate with somebody about this before we continue this video. Who do you hate more, Florida, Florida State, Notre Dame, or Ohio State? Leave a comment. Let me know who you hate more as a Hurricane fan. Which one of those 4 teams do you hate more? If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to see who you hate in the order that you hate them. Because I know my order, and I know what I've been told by some other people who have an opinion. I was raised in the 80s. My cousin played for the 1983 national championship team. Shout out Jack Fernandez. He was an MVP of the defense in that Orange Bowl game against Nebraska. So, yeah, let me tell you, I know what those guys thought back in the day. I know how I feel. I want to know how you feel. And I'll let y'all know how I feel in another video because I don't want to impact anyone's opinion. So, Florida, Florida State, Notre Dame, Ohio State. So, yeah, I want that Ohio State recruit, man. Flip this dude. Mario, flip this dude. They also brought in the number 2 recruit at wide receiver, Munshawn, I think that's pronounced, Sales. He's 6'5", 195. He's the number 13 overall player in the country. Out of where is he from? Out of Lawrence, North Indianapolis. I mean, they brought dudes in. Like I said, they brought them from all over the country. Then you have Quentin Burrell, a 6'3", 175 wide receiver out of Chicago. He's ranked 5th, number 29 overall. You got Dakota Grant out of Michigan. He's ranked 8th, 6'1", 185. He's number 41 overall. You got Easton Royal. He's the 3rd ranked player in the wide receiver in the country, 22 overall. He runs a 4.3 in the 40. He's a burner, 5'11", 185 out of New Orleans. He ran that 40 at the Future 50 event at the IMG Academy this past summer. Javen Robinson, he's the number 21 wide receiver overall, 144 in the country, 6'2", 189. He's out of Georgia. You got Jaden Upshaw. He is the number 19 recruit at wide receiver. He's 6'2", 190, number 105 overall. Then you got Julius Jones, 5'10", 160. He's ranked 13th at wide receiver. He's ranked 65th overall. He is out of St. Thomas Aquinas down here in Fort Lauderdale, because that's where I live. I live in Pompano Beach, just outside Fort Lauderdale. I live about 20 minutes from St. Thomas. My son wants to go to St. Thomas. He wants to play football at St. Thomas. I told him, bro, you better work. Y'all, you better work, homie, because he wants to go to St. Thomas. He can play football, but tell you what, that work ethic for kids today is a little bit different. The cell phones, the technology, all these things. I don't know the kids today work as hard as they worked back when I was a kid. Because my son has way more talent than I ever had. That's for dang sure. Oh, runs faster, jumps higher. Fuck, ridiculous build for a 13-year-old kid. I think he can play. I think he can be a player there. But it's about work. Nick Lanier, and yes, it would be an absolute dream of mine for him to run out the tunnel and run through the smoke for the University of Miami. That would be the ultimate dream. Short of playing professional sports, that would be amazing. But the tunnel, God almighty. Sheesh, that would be so dope. Nick Lanier out of Miami Northwestern. He's a 6 foot 165 wide receiver. He's the number 4 ranked wide receiver in the country. 25 overall. What's this guy's name? Ozani Gales. He's number 7 overall at wide receiver, 40th overall in the country out of Bradenton IMG. Lawrence Britt, he is number 3 over. No, he's number Lawrence Britt. He's number 3 overall actually at wide receiver. He is ranked number 46 overall nationally. Actually, no, he's ranked 9th. My bad. He's ranked 9th on the composite. He's ranked 3rd in the 24/7 sports one, but he's ranked 9th overall, 9th in the 24/7 composite. But yeah, he's number 46 overall in the country. And Trey Moore, 6'3", 200-pounder out of Texas. He's number 18 in at wide receiver. He's number 18 at wide receiver, and he is ranked in the country nationally at 100th. So these are the guys that you got down here this weekend. 11 dudes. All these guys rank higher than number 140, at least 144 and above nationally. You got number 1, number 2, number 3, 4. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 13, 18, 19, and 21. Watching Miami beat Florida. That's marketing. If you do that, guys are going to come. And you can look at the fact that last year you had Cam Ward, and he's razzle-dazzle. Carson Beck is steady, cool, calm. I mean, he's got that poise about him. I mean, look, I love Cam Ward. Beast. They're different type of quarterbacks. So you've seen success with a Cam Ward style. You're seeing success with a Carson Beck style. We'll see what happens with whoever's playing quarterback next year. But if you're a Miami Hurricanes fan, the future is looking great. And this isn't the next year class. This is in 2 years. So you got some time here. I'm going to guess they'll probably grab at least a couple of these dudes. Hopefully a handful. I mean, we'll see what the needs are. They're going to they're still going to hit the portal. I mean, I'm sure they're going to really try to keep the guys from down here at home. The kid from Aquinas, the kid from Northwestern, the kid from IMG. You want to keep those guys down here. But I would love to flip the kid from Ohio State. That would hard commits coming to visit, man. When you're a hard commit, you're visiting people. You're not a hard commit, man. Cut that shit. What are y'all thoughts? Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.